Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. We give thanks for all good things around us are sent from Zion above. So praise for I for all his love. Give thanks definitely as we step right into the realms of the food of seven, where we naturally, eradicate all types of diseases, and we educate the people on the benefits of living up fully. As you know, definitely the responsibility of your life is in your hands, as you are the keeper of your soul. And if it is that we're supposed to get any better than how we are today, that means we're supposed to work on now, that at least we could see a good tomorrow. So we give thanks again for being with us today and in the Food of Seven. The Great Physician International presents. Sorry for being a bit tardy today. Definitely tonight we are in for a packed program, as we are looking forward, to continue on the same levels that we were previously on our previous program. Tonight we are going to be accepting the calls, and we want you to be, literally communicating with us to the best of your ability. I mean, tell us exactly how you see things, how you perceive things, and don't just wait for me alone to say everything. You definitely have to, communicate with us. Also you could Skype us. All you do now, you could just send us a Skype request at Honorable Priest Kailash. Right, Honorable Priest Kailash. If you just go to your Skype and you do a search for Right Honorable Priest Kailash, definitely, you definitely going to get us on that station, and you could call live, without paying a dime, not a quarter, 1 cent and 2 cents gone. You can't get rich by gathering 1 cent and 2 cents again, because they're gone now. If you bring it to the bank won't take it. So what if they say right now 10 cents gone and $1 gone and things? Just not a bank going broke, Yeah, just not a bank going broke. Well, the bank broke already, really. If everybody were to go to the bank the same day and say that they want all their money, the bank wouldn't be able to give everybody their money. The bank is already broke. It's more like numbers money. Money that's not really there. Go and tell the bank that you want all your money that you have, and go and see what happens. Trouble. Now, in our previous program, we looked at the whole aspect of the fact that the World Health Organization, it's very important, it's very important, muy importante, that the World Health Organization experts, right, they came out and they said that processed meats can cause cancer, right, and red meats probably can. Okay, so what they're saying is that hot dogs, bacon, salami, corned beef, luncheon meat, all these so-called processed foods, flesh, are carcinogenic. And they went further to say that they are not just carcinogenic, but they are rated among the most carcinogenic substances. So these processed meats, I'm talking about the hot dog that we give to our children every single day, and the salami, and the luncheon meat, and the corned beef, and the chicken nuggets, and all the processed meats. You know what I'm talking about. You're supposed to know the bacon. All these processed meats are what you call carcinogenic. And they are placed in the same level of asbestos. Asbestos. Right? So asbestos is that chemical that was on the roof at the hospital at St. Jude's that they had to remove all of it because it was cancer causing. Everybody that had asbestos on their roofs had to take it out. Why? Because it's carcinogenic. So we are talking now of processed meats being carcinogenic, and yet still people are really the people who have to benefit in selling people processed meats, they're still going to say some good thing about about eating dead animals. I mean, come on. Yeah, obviously, they're going to find something to say. They're going to say, well, dead animals are this and that. But, I mean, why don't they say something good about asbestos? Why don't they put asbestos in their roofs and start to inhale asbestos? And like they would suck on a hot dog. Okay, so inhale asbestos once every 2 weeks. But they're going to say, oh, well, if it's placed in the same category as asbestos and cigarettes, why then it is that we have to look for excuses for consumption of it? That's where we have to literally get more serious in this fireball, you know? How do you get more serious in this fireball? And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to run the news item again, because I find it very important that we as a people, we at least listen to these things there. I'm going to run it again. At least we hear it, and and you're going to see how it is that people on the whole respond to it.
It could be just as dangerous as smoking cigarettes. That's when it comes to cancer. Dr. Mark Siegel, professor of medicine at NYU Langone Medical Center, a member of the Fox News Medical A team. Good morning to you, doctor. I'm a skeptic a lot of times when we hear about these studies. What did they do in terms of determining this conclusion?
You're a skeptic because you like bacon. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. 22 scientists from 10 countries came together in Lyon, France, and reviewed 800 studies on processed meat and on red meat. And this is serious stuff, because they looked at the very best kind of study, Bill, where you take people and put them in a certain group, and then you compare them to another group that doesn't have the meat. With processed meat, and we're talking smoking, curing meat, salting meat, we're talking ham, bacon, hot dogs, they found that there's more than an association, that they concluded that it causes colon cancer, that eating too much processed meat, and that's the key, how much are you going to eat? More than 2 ounces a day is directly associated with colon cancer.
So I have bacon and eggs every morning. Do I need to stop eating that?
Look, there's a 116-year-old woman that eats bacon and eggs every morning. She's the oldest living person on this planet. But I don't think we should tell people out there to do that. I think you're eating way too much bacon. And I think that the message here is strong, that bacon, that ham, that hot dogs, they literally cause the amount of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which is a huge word. That word causes colon cancer.
So you give support to this study?
I agree with this.
You do?
I agree with this. I think we eat too much red meat in this country, and I think we eat way too much processed food. You know, we eat on average, an average American eats more than 70 pounds of meat a year. Way more than 100 most. You know, so we need to cut down on it.
Well, they're comparing it to smoking.
Well, I don't like that kind of comparison. Look, smoking is a killer.
Which one is it?
They're both
which
bad.
way do you want it?
They're both bad. They're both bad. Stop smoking and eat less red meat. But the key here is that processed meat is the worst. That's what came out today that people out there don't know. We already knew this, but we didn't know that the processing of meat is what really puts the dangerous chemicals in. The salting, the smoking, the curing of ham.
I got it. Listen, when you say it, I believe it. So thank you.
A little less, Bill.
Dr. Mark Siegel.
I mean, he says when he say it, he believe it. So I mean, all the time, man. I mean, the Rasta man saying it, you don't believe it. So now you want to believe it and say, oh, now you say that I believe it. Come on, man. We know exactly what is going on. These people here, you know, asbestos. Okay, give thanks for that correction there. I mean, now they say it. Now everybody believe it. Oh, come on. They've been killing the people for years. They knew it all the time. Now they're coming out and they're saying it loud and clear. And now people, you know. No, I mean, and you're going to see, when that come out, what are the governments going to be doing? Who is going to hold who accountable? So you mean to tell me that you know that these hot dogs give people colon cancer and bowel cancer, and then you still have it on the shelf and nothing for that? And then you there harassing people for a little marijuana here and there. Come on, man. Let's hear what they have to say about, let's hear what the World Health Doctor himself is saying about this.
The IARC working group concluded that processed meat, that is the consumption of processed meat, is carcinogenic to humans, and that the consumption of red meat is probably carcinogenic to humans. These findings reinforce existing dietary guidelines from a number of health authorities, including the World Health Organization. That is, that people who eat meat should consider reducing their consumption to reduce their risk of several diseases, including cancer. Risk increases with the amount of red meat or processed meat eaten, but it's important to recognize that the increases are relatively small. So compared to other well-known carcinogens like tobacco smoking or working with asbestos, the risks are much lower.
Well, there you have it from the World Health Man himself. I mean, I'm sure he had some bacon this morning himself. See, these people here are just the talkers, you know. They're going to talk and they're going to say one thing and then they're going to make the people believe something else. And they're going to pretend like everything is good and everything is nice and they could still continue to do the same thing. You know, because why? Because they have shares in the tobacco company. Say, oh, you smoke a little tobacco, that's not bad and thing when you know tobacco will cause it's cancer. See, we have to be realistic. You know, years, for several decades, they know these things and they keep it from us. And yet still, when we hear in St. Lucia, in the little island, if Priske Lash talk about it, say, ah, boy, you know how it is, think, boy, if somebody have cancer, or they go to the hospital, they do a surgery, when they finish, they still give them the same chicken back and the same rice, the same chicken and rice, the same steak and rice and a little peas, you know, and the same egg and thing and the same hot dog and the same carcinogenic thing they give them. Right after surgery and right after radio or chemotherapy. Come on, man, at least give them some proper food. Then they're going to say, well, now the white people say it. And the World Health Organization say it. So all the time that we saying it, it was never making sense. It makes sense now, eh? I'm sure everybody believe it now because, okay, well, look, the white world, everybody's talking about it. So now it really makes sense. For the years and years and years and years and years. And you see, the thing about it is that we've already passed that stage. That's lit news, you know. The people who would now stop eating animals because they hear it's carcinogenic, they're too late. I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, right now we are supposed to be thinking about stopping to eat animals. Why? Because we are aware that they have consciousness. That's why we're supposed to be right now. We're supposed to be at the stage right now where we care about the animals. That's why we're not eating them. Not because we feel like if we eat a bacon and an egg and thing, we're going to get cancer. But because we understand that even when you take the calf from the cow, I mean, the calf does cry. The cow does cry, more, looking for the calf all around the place, you know. I mean, the lamb does cry for the sheep, you know. So the kid does cry for the goat, you know. They do cry. Why? Because they have affection. They take care of their young. They love their young. Even the hen, as headless as they say that they are, the chicks does follow the mother hen. And if you try and take one of the little chicks, the hen does like, oh boy, that's try and why? Because they care for the young ones. They protect them. They have that kind of instinct of care and affection. So are you telling me they have no consciousness? So if it is that you sincerely care about a life, then you begin to care about the life of the animals that you're actually killing to eat. So then the point that we're supposed to be right now is not the point about being afraid to eat because of cancer. That's gone. Yes. For several years they've known that. So why do you think everybody have cancer nowadays? Several years they've known. No, several decades. It's been known for several decades. Several means anything more than 3. So we say a decade is 10 years. 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years, several decades, over half a century ago, they knew that red meat causes cancer. And now they say they know how it actually happens with the processed meats. Now they come in and they're singing hallelujah, hallelujah, as if it's a new thing when they knew that over several decades ago. Come on, who do you think you're fooling? You're late. You late. Right now, the awareness, the consciousness of the planet has risen. You are talking about a different type of human being altogether. So, That in its own essence, you've eaten so much of that over the years that for you to erase that gonna be very tough. So our focus, our attention, really and truly supposed to be on saving the children. Yes, prevention is better than cure. We have to begin to invest in our future and try and save the children. So the same way that if you as a 25-year-old, right, had hot dog and bacon and cheese and these things there every morning for your 40 years, right? Obviously, or for your 26 years, obviously, if you have a child right now, you could make a difference, right? You could lobby your government. You know, you could take placards and protest that they make these things, they're illegal. Because remember, you know, that's what they feed the children at the schools every single day. Tuna fish and bread, hot dog and bread, lunch and meat and bread, bread and cheese and egg. I mean, that's what they give our children every single day at the school canteens. And these things are carcinogenic. So you see, anyway, we are indeed due for an intercession. We're going to take an intercession. When we come again after that intercession, we are going to open up the lines early tonight because we want to have discussion with you. 451-9349, 453-1730, 451-9349, 453-1730. We are going to be opening up the lines and we want positive discussion. Let us see what we're going to do to save our children. I mean, if you care, come on, let me know. Let me know that you care when we come forward. You know, 451-9349, 453-1730. When we come forward, the lines will be open after this intercession. God is love. Let us all love. Blessed love.
This Christmas will be your best ever with Fix's hassle-free 24-hour approval of loans at relatively low interest rates. Get your new furniture and appliances, quick home repairs, and gift purchases. All customers who participate in Fix's Christmas promo qualify for a chance to win in our year-end draw. A 7-day cruise for two plus US $500 spending money, a 46-inch smart TV, a laptop, or an iPad. Call or visit us at number 15 Bridge Street, Castries, telephone 458-8700, or Providence Building, Rodney Bay, telephone 458-8740. Offer ends December 31st. Fix, a company you can trust.
Crystal clear, yeah, that's what we drink it. When I want to quench my first, bring a bottle of crystal clear, yeah, it's so refreshing. I don't want no other water. The choice is crystal clear. Cool the temperature, revitalize me with. Give me a bottle of water. All on the road is inside the bottle. Everybody's drinking water. Crystal clear, yeah, it's so refreshing. When I want to quench my thirst, bring a bottle of crystal clear.
The choice is clear. Crystal Clear. Premium, purified drinking water from Duboulet's Bottling Company Limited.
It's the 8th annual Taiwan St. Lucia Partnership Trade Exhibition, presented by the Ministry of Commerce, Business Development, Investment and Consumer Affairs, in partnership with the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan. Come discover amazing products and services from St. Lucia and Taiwan. There's also the premier charity event by the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Transformation. It's all happening November 27th to 29th. Johnson Center, Rodney Bay. Admission is free. Make it a date. This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yes, glorify the black Christ in flesh. Holy Emmanuel, I Selassie, I Jah, Rastafari. Definitely, I mean, we give thanks for life and a mighty life given. We give thanks to be with you live again in Calabash Studios. Give thanks for the staff and the management of Calabash even for having us. Give thanks for all the viewers who continually view our program. Give thanks for the upliftment that we actually go through, you know, as these days we've been traveling the world a lot. You know, we've been from Europe to different Caribbean islands and so on. You know, we've been traveling a lot. As definitely as our focus more, you know, now these days we are a lot on the international circuit. And we do our best even to be with you, as we try our best to be with you every Sunday still. And when we cannot, we do apologize for that still. But give thanks because we love our people still, our home. Here in St. Lucia, St. Lucie, they say the Helen of the West. Well, give thanks for that. Definitely tonight, we are happy to be with you, as we have looked at the whole aspect of the red meats because of the significance of the red meats. And we say